Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to another beautiful day here in the beautiful state of New York. The build, day number 4 I think it's 4. I don't think it's 5 quite yet. I can't really keep track of it because I've done a ton of these videos. That's a good thing, I hope, but it also might not be if you guys are getting kind of bored of this, but I really don't have any other content. So, updates. First and foremost, we have the motor right here. I'm going to be taking this apart. We're probably going to use the gearing from this, probably change it up a little bit to add some more speed, but pretty much there will be a belt hooking up to a gear that goes into here to the wheel from the 2-stroke motor, which is going to be in the back of the Viper. More updates on the 2-stroke starting. I'm pretty sure I figured out what is wrong with the 2-stroke motor, the reason it's not starting. Now the fuel lines are not very great, but there is fuel still running through them. So it's not the fuel lines, it's not the intake, it's not the muffler. So that only leaves really one more reason, and that's the spark plug. As I showed you guys in the last video, it looks like it's been fried or lit on fire or something like that. I couldn't clean it off enough, so we've ordered a part from Amazon, free shipping, $7.50, including tax. It was set to be here in a week as of yesterday, so supposedly 6 days as of today, which today is Friday, which means next Thursday we'll be able to really get it started. So we have quite a bit of time to make sure that the gearing is working, everything is set up, and everything is ready to go. So as soon as we can get that motor started, we'll get it bolted into the frame, and hopefully we'll have it running here by next Sunday, which is what, 8 or 9 days away. So hopefully, guys, in under 2 weeks we will have this thing running. And when I say running, I mean like running. I'm going to give you guys a quick analysis on where exactly the motor is going to be going. I apologize that this drawing is garbage. So this side right here, the side facing the camera right now, was the side that had the battery electric motor. And so that's also was the side that had the gearing built into it, which makes it really easy. So all we need to do is face the 2-stroke motor this way with that little spinny disc thingy on it, this way, coming this way. Hook it up to the gearing, maybe using a belt, and then it should go just straight to the wheel. As I said, and as I showed in the last video, the wheels spin without, like, the axle doesn't spin and they spin. It's just they spin kind of independently, but the axle can also spin too, I think. If it doesn't spin, that could be potentially terrible, and I didn't really think of that. So yeah, hopefully we get the axle to move, and then they can both move just as one. There will be no differential, so we should be good. As you can see, this still moves independently from this bar right here. But from the marks that are right here, I'm going to say that the bar does move. Do we need a better way of doing this? Absolutely. Will the friction light the thing on fire or burn a hole in it? Probably. So we're going to need to figure that out. But otherwise, it's not a game changer, boys. If I did not explain earlier what I was doing right now or what I was about to do, I'm taking this part so that I can check the gearing, so that I can kind of remove this little motor right here, which will probably go in the back of my remote control car. And then we're going to try and use this gearing and a bunch of these parts so that it fits like a little bit better into the inside of the Viper. So far I've been pretty successful. I took the top off. There's a lot of this goopy stuff. I have no idea what it is, but I found that very frequently when I took apart the Mustang, there was a lot of this goopy stuff too. So I don't think it's just like some loopy stuff that I should just be cleaning off the thing. I should keep it pretty well oiled, just in case it really is necessary. Okay, so that was relatively simple. All I did was take that off, take those gears off here, and then just kind of pull this motor down because the gears were kind of using that to lock it in. So that was relatively simple. There's never been, nothing ever goes this well for me. So this is honest with you, well is a relative term because I have dropped this in the grass. Hopefully that doesn't get too dirty. I dropped this in the grass, and so there's like a dead bug here. So not success for him, but so far things are going pretty well, though it is windy, so hopefully nothing like blows away or anything. You guys might not be able to hear me super well because it's super duper windy right now. But that went like way too well. So I just pulled the battery out and then just kind of put everything back in there how it was, and now I just have this, which theoretically can just be put into the remote control car, and I'll just wire it to connect with a more powerful battery set that will kind of be able to, you know, give it its full power. We're talking 30 plus miles per hour on that. This right here, I was thinking I was going to have to come up with a whole bunch of specialty parts and stuff like that, which could potentially get very expensive. The only legit specialty part that I'm probably going to need is like a little gear that can connect to this, because when this moves, well, it's moving very slowly, so I don't think you guys can quite see it. But if I move this gear right here, well, it's not working right now because it needs that pinion thing, but all these gears kind of like work together off of this one spoolie thingy. So this little guy had to work like 50 million miles an hour to get this, and while that's really good for torque and handling the heavy weight of children, that's not really great for speed. So I might be like trying to build like my own custom one of these little, whatever this thingy is, so that I can stick like a larger gear here and a smaller gear right here, so that the wheel can move with more speed, because the more speed, the faster you go. In addition to that, the other concern would be that the engine says it can spin at 7,200 RPM plus when it makes like max power. Now, that's like the little spinny pinion rod that can probably do about 7,200 RPM, and 7,200 RPM right here will equal probably about 1,000 RPM right here at the rate that it seems to be going. Obviously, I'm no math whiz. I have no idea how I would figure out how that would work. I mean, so we're probably going to do specialty gearing so that the engine is not working its butt off every time that I try to like make it actually move. It's just started raining, so I had to pack up the stuff and bring it in. Not really making much progress on the engine. I'm pretty much taking everything apart so that I can just get this one stupid piece of plastic off the front of it, so that we can actually figure out how to mount it, how to, I don't know, fit all this stuff in there. It was supposed to be a pretty basic thing. It doesn't matter that much, but at this point I've done so much work to it, I can't just leave it on there. So we need to remove it, and it's going to take a really long time, especially if the weather is this bad.